Okay guys, so just in this video we're just going to do a few flexibility and mobility exercises. We're doing a lot on the workouts and all that, and we're probably not doing any kind of flexibility, mobility stuff, okay? So this wee routine I done out, and I've given it to a few people, just personal training clients and that, and I think it works out pretty well, you know, if you just try and do it 5-10 minutes, you can do it every day, you can do it after your workouts, before your workouts, whatever, okay? So before we start, we can just get into the show day. Okay, so you can see that, just the top half.
Hold on. Yeah?
Yeah, you can see that, okay. So just so you can know what I'm talking about when I go through it. Okay, so we're starting off with soleus against the wall. So if you can just stand up side on me a wee bit. Alright. So you find people, particularly lads or girls, if they want to do barbell squatting or heavy squatting, and even if you're just squatting normal in class, a lot of people are very stiff around the ankles, and it kind of leads them to their technique isn't what it should be, you know, it kind of puts them off track. Alright, and there's no one way of doing it, there's no simple way of doing it, but this is one way of kind of helping it, alright? So you can start off with your foot taking the wall, and then your knees, so I can do that handy enough, but if you slide the foot out a bit, and try and get the knee touch the wall, keep the heel on the ground, and then come out another bit, so you can feel a bit of a stretch there. So that's me near enough the full of my range there, so I can feel that right here. Behind the ankle there, just on the soleus knot, and just hold that there for 20 seconds. Then obviously you do the same with the other leg, and that's a good way of just stretching that out. A lot of people, even touching it here, are pretty tight, and just coming out of it here are pretty tight, so you'll find you could be pretty stiff there, and it's a good way of just kind of stretching that out a little bit. Second exercise we have is squat to stand. Okay, so we do this in class right bit, so it is a good one, and a handy one you can do. Okay, so where are you moving it? Things confusing me here on the movements. Okay, so you're starting here. You want to feel about the hip to shoulder apart, and you're stretching up. Keep the legs straight. Okay, so we've done this before in videos as well. And then you're sitting the hips down, back straight, head up, hold it for about 3, and then right up. So you're keeping the fingers here underneath the toes. And you're sitting down 3 seconds each, and you're keeping the feet flat on the ground. Okay, so it's a good one to stretch out the hamstrings, and it's kind of good for your groins and hips as well. It's just a really good one to do before any squatting or just basically any leg work. It'll always help just your range of movement and all that. Okay, then we have squat partner sit exercise. So you can do that even if we do that against this pole here. Okay, so we just go over here. Alright. Okay, so we just
You're gonna spin now.
We're just on the pole now. Leave it up to you, Ingrid. Okay, so we're here, and you can just come down nice and slowly. Keep your feet flat, like you would if you were squatting, and just try and get nice and low, and just hold that bottom position. Okay, so you should be able to hold that there, and then up when you go there, holding on the pole. So you can sit. So a lot of people are falling back. Okay, as soon as they let go of the pole, they fall back on the back side. But you should be able to control a bit of balance there and back up. And you can do that with partner as well, okay? So back over here. Okay. So that's a good one just to warm up with the squat and that as well. Then with the hamstrings, by 3, okay? So it's a real good one, you feel a real good stretch in your hamstrings. Alright? So all you're doing is just breathing in, coming up, and breathing out. Get to your fullest point, whatever that is right here. And you're going to breathe in deep through the nose for 5 seconds, clench the fists, the back side, the hamstrings, and then breathe out and explode down, okay? So for this position, just breathing in, and then breathe out, explode down. So breathing in, breathe out, explode down, and then breathing in, breathe out, explode down. And then once you get that bottom position, you should notice a great increase in the stretch. Hold it there, breathe in and out as normal, for anywhere 10 to 20 seconds. And then nice and handy, sit down, and then just come up out of it, okay? Just a handy way of coming out of it. So that's a great stretch for the hamstrings. Next we have the quad against the wall, okay? So there's another real good one for the quad. Basically, you just want to get your shin as tight as you can in the wall, so you just move over to the side here in the gate. Okay? So you're just getting your shin in tight, and I'm sliding it down the wall, and bring this foot out, and I'm just coming up. Sitting hips forward, you feel a massive stretch here in the quad. It's not very nice or comfortable, but it's a good stretch. And you just hold it there. Drive the hips out, then you get more out of it. First few times doing this, it's agony unless you're very flexible. It's real tough, but you kind of build up like everything else and you get in this one. So my knee, well, it's kind of close to the wall there. Could probably get it close up. Okay, and hold it there. If you find that too tough, bring the knee away from the wall. So you can see a lot of people will be about this level here and then stretch it out. So that's okay there, whatever level you're at, and just build up your flexibility on. Okay. All right. Then you have the hip flexors, which is kind of similar, but you can just do it in the ground. Make sure the foot's in front of the knee, not like this, and then people are falling all over the place. Foot's in front of the knee, hands on the hips, and you're just leaning forward, okay? And you can keep your upper body straight. So if you're humped over, you're taking away from the stretch. So if I get a bit of a stretch, as you kind of straighten up, you're getting more of a stretch here in the hips. And again, just what I find is to just breathe in and breathe out again, increase the stretch. So if you're at this position, just breathe in, breathe out, and drive the hips forward, breathe in, breathe out, drive the hips forward, and last time, breathe in, breathe out, drive the hips forward. You'll not go too far forward, but you'll get a bit of an increase on it, and you get a real good stretch there, okay? And then you can add in the arms as well if you want, and hold that for about 20 seconds, you get a real good stretch. So a lot of people are real stiff here, especially if you're sitting a lot, whether you're working in an office or you're driving. A lot of people are just all the time in this position here, obviously, so we want to pull that back to stretch out. Okay, hip flexors. So then we have the glute stretch here. You can use it, just lean on anything on the wall or whatever. Some people might be able to do it without it, but it's just handy to start off. So you're putting your ankle above the knee. Okay, you're putting the elbow here on this knee, and then you're sitting nice and deep. Basically a squat, and sit as low as you can in it. Just keep the back straight, head up, and you can use that wall then just to help you balance if you need it, and just sit deep in it. And use this elbow to drive it down, and just hold it there for 20 seconds. So you're getting a great stretch right along there. In 20 seconds, go the other side, obviously do it. Okay? So then we have glute raises with a 5-second hold. So these are simple enough, can be done anywhere, and it's just a matter of just kind of activating, just get a bit of tension out of the glutes. Okay, feet flat, just right up, squeeze glute as tight as you can for 5 seconds, back down, back up, and squeeze as tight as you can for 5 seconds. So really that's, just do that about 10 times, and that's something everybody should be doing, whether it's athletes who want to get more power and strength and speed and things like that, or whether it's women just looking to tone up or whatever, so everyone should be doing that. Then we're on the grinds, so this is a good one for the grinds. Okay, so you just want to start off, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. You bring this leg, this foot straight out from the knee. So on a decent stretch there, and then bring this right knee over a wee bit more. So make sure I'm at full stretch here. So you just come around the side in as well. So I'm at full stretch, and then I'm just sitting the hips back. As best I can, I haven't done this in a while, I'm stiff enough on it. So you just push the hips back, so now you have a real good stretch in the grinds, okay? So come back around the front leg if you can. Okay, and you're just holding it there tight, alright? So you're sitting back in it, and just sitting down, okay? So again, just hold that about 15-20 seconds, and then nice and gently just come out of it, and then obviously again, you just do the other leg, alright? So that's the grind. Then Qigong, just a handy way, another good one's just Qigong, just pouring side to side, and again, you want to do about 30 of these, so if you've very stiff back, it's just a good way of loosening out the pressure in the lower back. And just the lower spine, just keep twisting. Nice and handy, and build up a wee bit of speed, let the arms flop. It's a good way of kind of just getting a bit of energy flowing. It's really good just to loosen out the lower back. You'll find if you do that after a long drive, or when you're just up in the morning after laying, you can really feel the benefits of it then. And so just try that one out, okay? Then we have the shoulder series. So again, if you're doing a lot of press-ups, or lads doing a lot of benching, they're very stiff in the shoulders, so you want to take care of them. So there's a few things you can do. But here you have the shoulder series, very good. Just elbow in line with the shoulder and rotate back. And you want to do about 10 of them. And then the elbows below shoulder level, do about 10 of them, rotate right back. And then the elbows above shoulder level and rotate right back. So you start to feel that in the shoulders. But keep the elbow in the one spot and rotate back. You see a lot of people doing this. Okay, all over the place. Keep the elbow in one spot and you just rotate it back. Alright, so do 10 on each level and even hold it back a wee second, get a good stretch out of it and pull it back. Next up, I'll just give you a sec here, grab the stick. Okay, so we're here in the stick, and bit of a sore wrist, can't do this too great, but...
You're thinking sorry, you're not fit to do. You always find something to say about it.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so here, hands up and wide, and you just keep the arms straight, and bring them back, okay? So you're like that position there, wherever you feel it, and just hold it there tight, hold it there about 20 seconds. So you can feel a great stretch, right across shoulders, right across chest. And just relax then, next time, try and bring the hands a wee bit closer, same thing, and you can widen the hands as you go, so I can feel a lot more of a stretch there. So you want to hold that about 15-20 seconds, okay? The last two then is just behind the back. So the ones we do in class a lot and that is just this one's a simple one as well. Just right back and up. And you just want to hold it as best you can. So you can just hold that there 15-20 seconds, just holding the hands behind the back. And then the other one's just a real good one, just kind of like a prayer, kind of hold the fingers there, smash them up behind the back, roll them round. And try and get the hands touching, out of the shoulders back, and hold it there, hold that good and tight. So you can do either of them, 15-20 seconds, and you can do them anywhere, just stand about the house or whatever. And yeah, like I said, it'll really help your flexibility in the shoulders. And especially doing a lot of press-ups, you see young lads, teenagers, whatever, just keep banging out press-ups, and they're always very stiff up here. So you want to do those stretches, try to pull back. And as well, if you're benching or that, you know, that's good stuff to be at as well. I think that's about the height of it. So any of the wee videos me and Inga put up in the workouts, if you can get in the swing and do an arm routine, again, 5-10 minutes every day, you'll notice great improvements as you go, alright? So if you have any questions, just let us know, give us a shout. Thanks for watching.